as King Louis Philippe himself was later to point out, there was all the difference in the world between threatening war and making it. Napier then sailed on to Alexandria, which would surely have suffered the same fate as the two Syrian ports if Muhammad Ali had not agreed to negotiate. He hastily returned the Turkish fleet to Istanbul and resumed his annual tribute to the Sultan, withdrawing altogether from Syria and Crete. The old ruffian lived on until 1849, dying at the age of 80. He continued to rule as hereditary Pasha of Egypt and Sudan, but always under Ottoman suzerainty, and he made no further attempts at territorial expansion. He was a man of high intelligence and, we are told, great personal charm. He was also energetic and efficient. His rule in Egypt certainly marked a dramatic improvement on what had gone before. But he was uneducated and possessed no real political vision or ideology. He governed by Ottoman principles, and though he went some way towards creating a new and more forward looking society, much of his time was spent consolidating his own position and resisting repeated attempts by Sultan after Sultan to get rid of him. In this, he was remarkably successful. The dynasty that he established was to last well over 100 years until the middle of the 20th century, and if he missed his opportunity of laying the foundations of a modern Egyptian state, he at least cleared the way for his successors. If they too failed, the blame for their failure can hardly be attributed to him. One April day in 1827, Hussein Dey of Algiers angrily struck the French consul 3 times with his fly whisk. The office of Dey, the word actually comes from the Turkish meaning maternal uncle, had been first instituted in 1671. In the early years, the Dey was elected by the corsair captains, taking over the duties of the Pasha appointed by the Ottoman Sultan. It was he who nominated the Beys as provincial chiefs. Outraged at such treatment of its official representative, the French government dispatched a naval squadron.